Hey everybody, welcome back. Shane here from Guitar Work. This is Always on My Mind, the Willie Nelson version. I should tell you it also works well for the Chris Stapleton version, which is incredible too. See, lots of requests for this guy over the years, for sure. It relies upon, as many songs do, a descending bass idea. If I just play the bass line, da 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 da, hear the bass line descending there. There's a B coming. Da 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 da. So that's a descending bass, and reflected in the chords. If I play the chords in there, da 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 da, da 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 da. Let's add the Beatbuddy in there. 1, 2. Ba da 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 da. The B minor here. Ba da da da. Love that. Pre-chorus. Down and down. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. Hey, so some really cool chord ideas in this, and I'll try to give you workarounds. Some of the chords might be new to you, sort of specialty chords, but sometimes there's a workaround. While you're pecking away at learning them, you can still resort to chords you already know. So let's talk about that as that comes along. It is a piano-driven song, so talk a bit about the right hand, what we can do to accommodate the right hand, and some ideas in that department. But I want to thank you for coming back and subscribing, and thumbs up. I've met the world here. It's been great to communicate with you. I'll be using the fabulous Beatbuddy as always from Singular Sound, proudly affiliated. And we'll do a full run through for sure. It's a slow song, so I probably won't do a slow run through, because if it gets any slower, it gets a little bit soupy kind of thing, I find. And we're those of you that have Beatbuddies or thinking to get one, I'm using the Ballad 2 pattern at 73 beats per minute, and that's what the website told me to do. If you go to the Singular Sound website, song matching tool, it's very cool. I'll tell you what song to do. So I'm looking at here patreon.com/guitarwork. I've got 2 song sheets here for you, and also a details page, and 2 song sheets and a detail page. And Patreon does not have to be a lifelong commitment. I don't know how many songs are up there. I've lost track. Grab a whole bunch of songs, do a whole bunch of play-alongs with me. We can communicate there, and we often do. So keep it going, guys, and thanks for coming back. So I'm looking at the chart here. I'm seeing a G. I want to tell you about brackets in my charts, and trying to keep the charts as clean as I can without too many markings to clutter things up. So when you see a chord all on its own, like you're seeing the D in the first verse, D, it's all on its own. See that down there? No brackets, nothing. That gets 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. A/C sharp is the same thing. So you get that 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you about that chord in a second. B minor to B minor/A are sharing a bracket, right? They're in the same bracket. That means they get 2 beats apiece. In the next series of brackets, G/A, which you're seeing here, G, the A has a 1 little mark over top. That means it only gets 1 beat. So G gets 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1 A. Like that. So that's, you're going to see that. If there's 2 chords in the bracket, you get 2 beats each. If there's a line over top of one of them, it only gets 1 beat. I think you're going to feel that as well, but I wanted to clear up that notation a little bit as we try to keep things as uncluttered as possible. So hey, I'm looking at the intro. Jump on a G with me, and I'll stop at the chords that I think are going to be new to you, and just tell you a little bit about those. I'm just paranoid about recording, because I went all the way through this video already and found out that my phone records my voice through this lapel mic, and the laptop records the guitar and the drums, and there's 3 cameras going, and I did the whole video 20-some minutes long, and I found out the phone wasn't recording. So I'm doing it all over again. So if I repeat myself or forget something, you'll let me know in the comments. So I'm looking at a G bracketed, then to a D in the intro, right? E minor, piece of cake. Now A7 sus4 is just this guy. You'll see a picture of him on your detail sheet. They're all written there for you. And it gets 1 beat because of the slash over top, and then an A7. That's so pretty, and you'll see that in a lot of songs. So here's G, intro, D, E minor, A7 sus, 7. Now, so in your verse section, we take it from the D. Maybe I know A/C sharp, I'm gonna go pinky. That. Now, if you find that fun, look at that. There's a chord diagram for you for that. Now, if you find that really tricky, I've got my pinky here on the 4th fret of the 8, and I'm doing a knuckle bust on the 2nd fret barring there. You can just play a regular A till you get the hang of that. You can play a regular A, and that's an A/C sharp. If you play the regular A, you miss out on the descending bass thing. Here's a B minor. That. Now B minor/A is just taking that first finger off of there. I'm going to bring them all the way to the skinny string. That means a B minor with an A in the bass. Here's a G as I could have. Gets 3 beats and the A gets 1. Okay, so here's what we have in the verse so far. D. Maybe A/C sharp did 11. B minor. B minor/A ba-da-da. G. Ba-da-da-da. And I'm trying to call attention to that descending bass by playing it first. As soon as I hit the chord, maybe right here. That also gives me a full beat to assemble the rest of the chord, which is a good cheat, okay? That's a really good cheat, for sure. And maybe I didn't treat you, so this is D. Maybe C sharp didn't treat you. B minor. B minor/A. Now here's a G sharp diminished. I'll show you an easy way to get there in a second. It's chord. Now if you just go there from nothing, it's difficult. But if I go B minor, as it was ahead of it, now B minor/A. Holy cow! All I have to do is take that ring finger and move them one string, or so all to the way to the thickest string. Now that's a diminished chord. If you just walk up to somebody and you go, it's horrifying, obviously, right? But in context, it's beautiful. Let me take it from. Maybe I didn't treat you. So here's a D. Maybe A/C sharp didn't treat you. B minor. Quite as good. Here it comes. As I should have. G. If I made you feel. D. 2nd best. There you go. G. A D/F sharp. You can play a regular D. A D/F sharp is a D with a thumb over here on the 2nd fret. And now some people have a lot of trouble with that. You throw your back out trying, so be very careful with that. But the D will do the trick, okay? It's a subtle difference. E minor, I was blind. 1 D, and here's a G/B. Your ring finger's already in the right place. There we go. I'm gonna go to an A now in the chorus. 2 beats there, 1 G/B. You were always 1 A/C sharp on D. My mind. 2 beats, E minor, 1 D/F sharp, G, A, you're always D on my mind. Okay, let me play a full chorus for you, okay? Take a break. You may have to stop tape, and hopefully you are, in pecking away at the chords that you know you're going to be finding difficult. We're skating through this pretty quickly. So here comes an A in the chorus. G/B, you're always A/C sharp on D. My D, E minor here, D/F sharp, if you can get it. G, A, you're always D on my mind. A quick G, A. There we go, that's the song, guys. You do verse, you do chorus, you've got the whole song. Now, hey, so run through. The only thing, that's it, that's the song. So get this, in the bridge, which is this part, in the 2nd page, really catchy. Watch out, the first 2 chords that used to get 4 beats apiece, they only get 2. Same chord sequence, but they cut it into 2s. It's a bit peppier and brings, livens things up a bit for that catchy little bridge. So that might get you by surprise. It goes back to 4 beats when we return. So I'll put the fabulous Beatbuddy on to get singular sound, and at the end of the video, let's do a little bit of lead. For those of you who want to learn a bit of the melody, let's talk about that, the scale you might use, and also play along with, I've written that out, and I'll play along with the looper as well, get you going on that. So a full-length play along at 73 beats a minute, and I'll try and talk out the chords as best I can. Remember, the big thing about play-alongs, as I'm always saying, is recovery skills. Try to parachute in when you can. If you get lost, jump into the next chorus, whatever the case may be. Using the fabulous Beatbuddy here from Singular Sound. Go grab the so great, way more fun than a metronome. And if you use the promo code GAW10, the links are in the description below. If you use a promo code GAW10, you get 10% off at checkout and help to support this channel. I appreciate it. We can talk about it through Patreon. Here comes the intro. I'll start the looper up. Jump in, grab your sheets, patreon.com/guitarwork, full play along. G what? Intro. G, D, E minor, A7 sus to A7. First verse. Maybe A/C sharp, B minor. Over A, G, D, A/C sharp, B minor, A minor /A better, G sharp diminished, do what you can, G, down and down, D, down, G to D, down, E minor, down. D, G/B, A, punches, you are always on my mind. G, you are always D on my mind. Next verse, D, maybe A/C sharp told you, B minor, all this lonely, G, lonely times. D, I guess A/C sharp told you, B minor, I'm so happy, G sharp diminished at your mind, G, little things I could have said and done, G, D, I just never, E minor, took the time, A, chorus, bottom of the page, always on my mind, E minor, D, A, you're all, I gotta scroll, cover me on my mind, G, D, tail quicker now, me, second page, G, tell me D, it's your sweet love, E minor, hasn't died, G, give me one more D, satisfied, satisfied. D. Now instrumental, it's guitar solo, we're back to 4 beats a piece there. 2 coming up here, B minor, G, again guitar solo, D, G sharp diminished. Here we go. Pre-chorus, G. Little things, D, I should have said none. G, D, ref sharp, I just never, E minor, took the time. A, you're always on my mind. E minor, D, ref sharp, G, you're always on my mind. Last chorus, A, you're always on my mind. A, you're always D on my mind. They kind of ended on the G. You're always A on my mind. Nice subtle ending there. So hey, I know that's moving along, so do that as many times as you need to, and do it before you're playing it perfectly. That's such a great rule, because you're learning to play in real time. And a lot of us now just play alone all the time, and when we go to play with others, we're lost half the time. We have no experience in just keeping on going. So that's a really important thing to do. We're recording here. Yep. Okay. I'm paranoid now. Everything's working, I think. So I'm going to use now the Aeros Looper, again by Singular Sound, proudly affiliated, have been for a couple of years. Fantastic looper, and I'll tell you, the Beatbuddy communicates with the looper. Let's see if we can get this going. I'm going to play, for those of you that want to do the lead stuff, let's talk about a scale you might use, and also the melody. That's on your detail sheet at the very bottom. I'm going to put the chords in from the verse. Okay, so here it comes. I'm going to press go on the Beatbuddy. It'll count to 4 with that big fill, and then it will start the looper for me. I don't have to do a thing. And let's see what happens. 1, D, So look, ma, no hands, right? Make sure we're recording. Yeah, I'll wait for it to go around again. It's so nice. Here's the scale. I'll play it slowly as I. Love it. We'll go through that in a second. And here's the melody we're going to talk about. It's with 3, 4, and a 1. Do it again. So pretty. The scale itself. If you've been doing this with me for a while, and a lot of videos toward the end, we put some lead stuff, and we talk a lot about pentatonic, right? Pentatonic is a very safe scale. This is the full D major scale. The full D major scale has 7 notes, like any major scale. So pentatonic, the one we've been using quite a bit, removes 2 notes that have sort of been deemed problematic. The thing about pentatonic is you really can't play a bad note. These 2 notes are being reintroduced, and they're beautiful if you use them in the right places. Let's go D, pinky here, on 10. You'll see that written out for you. D major scale. 7 on the A, 9, and here's 10 on the A, 7 on the D, 9 on the D, 6 on the G, 7 on the G, and pinky. I'm going to tuck up again, position shift, 7, 8, 10, 7, 9, and 10. Now what goes up must come down. We go 10, down we go. Let's read it backwards. 10, 8, 7, 9, 7, 6. Ring finger shifts. 9, 7, 10, 9, 7. Pinky to 10. Now you may want to stop tape there. Just go up and down that. Firm believer that you should know the scale that you're drawing the melody out from. Otherwise, it's just random notes on the guitar, and you don't stand a chance of having a cumulative body of work if you're just random all the time. The melody being drawn from that is this guy here, 7, 8, 10. You see the very bottom of your detail sheet, 7, 8, 10. Now there's no rhythm notated, but you know the melody of the song. Maybe I should have. Now there's a 7, 8, 7 with the glyphs over top, and that means a hammer and a pull. So I'll pick the 7, hammer the 8, and pull off. So it's 1 pick stroke, 3 notes. On a good day, if you're not hearing yours, pull it off kind of sideways. That beautiful trill. So here it is, that first bar. Second bar. Notice it's all being drawn from the scale, right? It's all closed in that position. There's other ways to play it, of course, on the guitar, but that's a good way for sure. Here it is again. So stop tape, grab that. Let me put the looper on. I'll play it through a couple times here. All right. Here we go. So pretty. And then, you know, when you have that going, and you know it, and you kind of get tired of playing it the same way, maybe that's where some variations come. Don't try for variations before you know the original item, right? So double it up. Double things up. Simple things like that really go a long way. You're trying to preserve the melody, but you're trying to give a little bit of pizzazz to it. So hey, quick and dirty here. A great song, guys. Thanks for coming back, subscribing and all that. Grab yourself a Beatbuddy and or an Aeros Looper from Singular Sound. Again, proudly affiliated. They're amazing. They talk to each other. The Looper has that big graphic interface. It's almost impossible to get lost, I find, because you see where the loop begins and ends. And again, with one cable, they plug to each other, and they talk to each other. It's really, really great. Set it and forget it kind of a thing. So thanks for that, and be glad to have you head to patreon.com/guitarwork, grab your sheets and many, many more, and let's communicate on Patreon, and I'll take it out here with the scale on top. If everything is recorded, then we're doing fine. See you soon, guys. Cheers. from the scale.